You're Jewish.
Yeah, my whole life.
Yeah, and
Right, just thought that's funny.
you know, that's why I said it.
You say Jews a
That's how
lot
it works.
randomly.
Yeah. But you, do
Yeah.
you feel like you
That's
do you
funny.
feel like you have been left out of the oppression Olympics?
So when I was growing up, I'll date myself. Being oppressed wasn't a good thing.
Right.
Like that was kind of like, all right, well, somebody's trying to kick you down. You build yourself up,
Yeah.
and you made yourself. You overcame that by making yourself more individually powerful. Like I grew up, I was a fat spurg, a weirdo, if you will.
Spurg.
I've never heard the word
That is a kind of a patronymic for a person with Asperger's.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh.
And so
I
I
wonder
had
what you
to-
relate to
Oh.
my condition.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I was 8 years old. I was fat. I couldn't understand other people. And kind of once I started to hit puberty, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need to learn how to make myself a different thing,
Right,
a better thing
right,
in order
yeah.
to kind of pass among humans and to essentially get pussy.
Yeah,
So that's what it
right,
was.
right,
I need to
right.
make myself
That's
better
the
so I
ultimate,
can get pussy.
That's the motivator.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the central motivator.
I
I love to
Yeah.
pass among humans. I love
Yeah.
that. That's a tough spot to be in.
Well,
Real-
but I also am human, and I can look
Yeah.
at people who are like, like my sister. She's got it worse than me. Like she's way more neurodivergent than I am, and I'm like, well, why can't you just do what I did? And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe she doesn't have the mental capacity. Maybe she was kind of fucked by her upbringing more than I was fucked by my upbringing, and that so she can't kind of bootstrap herself.
But is she even aware of what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, no, she's got self-awareness. She's been in
Okay.
therapy for a long time.
Okay.
And like when she was growing up, there were words. Like she's 12 years younger than me. My brother came along 6 years after. My sister's 12 years after me.
Oh, okay.
So by the time she was growing up, child psychology was in full force. Like she was medicated by the time that she was 10 years old.
Oh, the medication.
And
did it?
everyone was medicated in her class. And like for me, there was one kid who was medicated in my class. And so when she was 10 years old, my mom was like, all right, well, you have Asperger's, and this is what this means. You're other. You're different.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I would have had that kind of foisted on me at 10 years old, that would have killed me. That would have crushed me. I would have been like, oh, well, now I have a reason to let myself fail because I am this.
Ah.
And, for me, it was just like, no, okay, I'm weird. I don't fit in with, these successful people that I see, but what can I do to make myself better to achieve some portion of that pie?
Right.
Yeah. And so, kind of using that kind of, oh, I'm a Jew, oh, maybe I'm weird mentally. Like, I don't want to use that I don't want to use my,
Right. Yeah.
let's say handicaps as
Sure.
a way to obtain power. I want to make myself better so that I can be objectively more powerful.
Sure.
So you were never when you were doing comedy and you would hear people saying like, oh well, well you're a white man, you can't say that joke or whatever. You weren't ever tempted to be like, hey, well I'm a fucking Jew. No, they wiped out 7 million of my people for fucking no reason. And I'm just asking you. There was never any sense of like, well, don't I get any fucking?
Nobody really confronted me with my privilege
Okay.
in that way.
Okay. Or with just
very
hearing it, but when
frequently.
you heard it being bandied
No,
about,
not
you were
really.
never like,
So I
know
grew
this
up a
is-
little bit more about me. I went to an all-Jewish school, kindergarten through 12th grade. So myself, and we heard about the Holocaust and oppression like a lot. Like
Sure.
not every day, but most days. And I would say we almost got like Holocaust fatigue.
Right,
As a
I
population.
could-
It's
I
like
could
fine,
imagine.
whatever.
Sure, sure.
We got to see these pictures of
all the
the
fucking
people getting
Yeah.
shoveled into a
graves.
gas
Yeah,
chamber
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
And my grandpa was a Holocaust survivor, so it's kind of like weird to have that reality on one side, and then just kind of not apathy about it on the other side, but just kind of like, okay, can we move on from this? Can we stop having oppression be our identity?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great to be a Jew. It's like, okay, there's anti-Semitism, but you have this huge like fraternity
Yeah.
of Jewish people.
Right.
Like, I mean, Jews make
Well, you
so
could-
much more money.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
than
just
right.
regular
yes.
white people. Yeah,
People aren't
exactly.
trying to exterminate.
I mean,
anymore.
not me personally, but like my brother.
Yeah.
Right.
He was the head camp counselor at a Jewish youth summer camp. And I can't think of a better predictor for success than being a counselor at a Jewish youth summer camp.
Wait, what does he do?
He's a doctor in New York.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would
Married
it
to a
be-
nice Jewish wife. She's lovely. Hello, Amy. Jordan, I hope you're not listening to this ever.
Wrong again.
Oh,
Dot
wrong again.
podbean.com.
No.